Oh, $881. Okay. Alright, I just spent $1,400 between eBay, Amazon, and Surplus Center. I want to make sure I got everything to build this part. I got some extra parts too, more than just to build this. Okay, slewing bearing, I already blew $1,000 on that a few weeks ago. And then, let's see, all those sprockets. Pretty sure I got all of those. Okay, yeah. And then the shafts. The shafts. Pretty sure I got enough shafts. Then bearings. Okay, definitely got enough bearings. I actually got more than I need here because I'm going to need some more in the next section, so I got a few ahead of time. Oh, there's even more bearings. Wait, no, there's more bearings. Yeah, those ones up there. I'm not sure if I got this one, actually. I got something I can make that with, though. If I have an extra bearing I really need.
Damn it, how the hell am I gonna get this?
Hey, I'm trying to keep this video PG here, Mr. Video Game Man. Alright, these steel things, I have the stuff to make those. I am going to need to do some welding, which is fine. Like to get this part sticking up here, that part sticking up there. Actually, I'm going to have to do some welding even just to get this little part up here, because if I have an I-beam, if I cut it in half, it ends up cutting it right where these holes are. So I'll have to weld a little strip on top of there, or maybe I'll cut it a little off center so one can have the solid piece, and then I only have to weld a chunk onto the other one, and then weld this piece up here. And I definitely have enough metal for that, and one on the other side. Okay, I think I'm good. Oh, now I got something tricky to do. Oh, one other thing. The sprockets, these are all sprockets, not gears. So they need chains to connect them all. And someone actually sent me 2 chains. And I have some chain for the smaller. Most of these are 50 pitch, some of them are 40 pitch, closer to the motor ones. Someone sent me 2 10-foot sections of 50 pitch chain, so that'll do most of that. And then I have some chain left over from when I built a bulldozer. I don't know what I'm doing for the motor yet. I need to find a 24 volt 1 horsepower motor. Anyway, I'll get there. I do have a motor I could use, but I have to take it off something else, so I probably want to buy a new motor for that, or a used one, or whatever. Okay, but now I want to 3D print all of this. However, I don't think I want to use sprockets for the 3D printed one, because I'm going to have to make tiny little roller chain to fit on here and connect everything. And I kind of want to do that just to keep it authentic, but I think it's going to be a huge waste of time. I think what I'll do instead is, I'm making a second copy of everything I do here and scaling it down to 1/6 scale. So on that file, I'll also take all these sprockets, change them so instead of having sprocket teeth, they have gear teeth, which isn't hugely different. It's not a big deal to change. And then like this sprocket and this sprocket, like this whole shaft here will have to move down a little bit to contact those, because with the chain they're further apart, but when they're touching each other they obviously have to be closer. So I'll have to make a few modifications for the 3D printed one, but I think it'll be worth it to keep it simpler and make all of these gears instead of sprockets. So I guess that's what I'm doing next. Okay, I've got this slewing bearing already made, so I just need to draw all those other parts at 1/6 scale to make them match this, and do whatever modifications I need to make them gears, not sprockets. It shouldn't be too hard. I also modified this a little bit. When I made this part, I made sure the space in there fit these little 6mm balls I had. So those aren't to scale for the real one, but you know, just little modifications like that to get it to work to scale. All right, time to get on the computer. All right, first we need to make it 1/6 scale. Excellent. Okay, these holes here have to fit this. Let's get an exact, I think this is 3 millimeters. 1, 2, 3 millimeters. Okay, yeah, that is 3 millimeters dead on. And what is 3 millimeters in inches? Because I'm doing everything in inches on this. Okay, looks a little silly, but I should do it. Okay, I need to change the hole in here too then, but I kind of want these whole pieces to be built into this for 3D printing. I don't need this to be a separate piece. Yeah, just like that. So it'll print them from the bottom up. Totally good. I should figure out what this stringing is between there. I'm sure there's some way to mess with the settings, get rid of it. Man, if I could have had the ability to just make any gear when I was a kid, oh my god, I would have gone crazy. Printed these with 90% infill because I wanted them to be nice and strong, so not very thick. Those fit nice and snug, that's a good thing. Now hopefully, when I turn this, it'll be steady because that needs to be in there 90 degrees. Other than my hand wobbling, that looks pretty good. Alright, with any luck, whatever these screws are will fit. It would have been nice if I left little circles under here. That could have been acted as plastic nuts. Maybe I can find some nuts for these. These are just from some random container of screws I got somewhere. Oh, here's what they are, if anyone cares. Oh, that is nice. I can't get that in until I cut this to the length. It's too long right now. Not sure what the right length is yet. I'll just wait till I put this piece in. Yeah. Okay. Just like that. That should work. This will only apply to the 3D printed version, because on the big one I'll have nuts. And that's cool. Man, those are coming out nice. Oh, that is looking sweet. You know, I don't actually know where the attachment points are for this outer ring, because on the eBay listing when I bought it, it only showed the top. I'm hoping there's a bunch of, well, okay, more like I'm guessing there's a bunch of threaded holes along here. But I guess I'll find out when it gets here. If there aren't any holes, I'll make them. I just have 3 more gears to print and I can put this together. This is my first gear mesh test. Well, seems pretty good. If anything, they're a tiny bit too close together, a tiny bit tight, but within acceptable parameters, and I'd rather them be a little bit tight than a little bit loose. Yeah, that is great. Alright, now I'm just holding this one with my hand, putting some pressure on it. Yeah, feels good. So I can't put this completely together yet because this fits in here and this presses into that gear and it's real tight, and I want it to be real tight. So I don't want to be able to put it in and take it out. However, another piece goes on here, so I need to make that piece before I press this into that gear. I gotta make sure these are lined up. Well, I was just thinking that these holes need to be lined up the same way. But no, when I put the piece that goes in here, it will force them to be lined up, so I don't have to worry about it right now. Alright. I'm not going to put those ones on till I get this piece built in the middle, so that's next. But this is looking excellent. Oh, I also have a little spacer I need to put in there so this doesn't move, but whatever. Let's do that later. So this gear drives these ones at a ratio of 5 1/3. And then this gets driven by that one at a ratio of 6 to 1. And then the motor to this one is another 6 to 1. So 6 to 1, 6 to 1 is 1 to 36. And then times 5 1/3, that was like 192-ish. Yeah, it's almost 200. So that's about the right gear ratio for the big one. Hopefully that works fine for the scale model too. But we'll see. I don't even know what motor I'm going to put on here. Man, that is excellent. Oh, look at those gears. I tell you, when I was a kid, oh my god, I would have gone crazy if I could just magically draw some gears on a computer and print them out any size. Oh, can't even imagine the stuff I would have made. Oh, it's so good. That's so good. Okay, looking good so far. It's going to be interesting seeing how this goes with the solid steel. Okay, so these pieces I have to make out of some I-beam that's over there. I ordered all these gears. They're actually sprockets, and the big one is going to be chain driven, not gears. Yeah, the screws. I have tons of screws, bolts, and nuts. Not sure if those are the right size, but we'll see. Alright, I guess just keep going.